The golden sun spills across the vast savanna. On the highest point of Pride Rock sits Leo, the Lion King. His mane is magnificent, but his brow is furrowed in a permanent scowl. He sighs, the weight of the crown and the world seemingly on his shoulders. This is a king who values order and, above all, quiet. Later, Leo seeks refuge from the heat under the shade of a massive baobab tree. His eyes are closed, but his ears twitch, and his tail flicks impatiently at a single, persistent fly. Every buzz is an interruption to his perfectly scheduled nap. Suddenly, a blur of brown fur and boundless energy swings into view. This is Pip, a monkey new to the area. He chatters and, whoops, a whirlwind of joyful noise, landing on a branch directly above the napping king. As Pip adjusts his grip, a juicy mango he was carrying slips and plummets downwards. It lands with a soft thump right on Leo's head. The king's eyes snap open, not with surprise, but with pure, unadulterated rage. A mighty roar echoes across the plains. Before Leo can react, Pip zips down, snatches the king's ceremonial crown of woven leaves, and scampers back up the tree. He places it crookedly on his head and puffs out his chest, mimicking the king's grumpy posture with hilarious inaccuracy. "Come back here, you tiny menace," Leo roars, a comical chase ensues. Leo is all power and thunder, but Pip is a bolt of lightning, effortlessly dodging through branches and over rocks, his laughter echoing behind him. Defeated, Leo vents his frustration to Zola the giraffe and Marty the zebra. That monkey is a menace. There are rules. There is order. He fumes. Zola and Marty exchange nervous glances, not wanting to get involved. Undeterred, Pip sets up his next prank. He finds a path Leo often uses and cleverly ties several stalks of tall, tough grass into an intricate knot. He hides in a nearby bush, barely containing his giggles as he waits. Leo finally corners Pip against a large boulder. Towering over him, the lion lets out a low, rumbling growl that shakes the ground. "This is your last warning," he snarls. Pip, for the first time, looks a little scared. As dusk settles, an uneasy silence falls. Leo lies at the base of the tree, his eyes fixed on Pip, who sits on a high branch. The playful games have stopped, replaced by a tense standoff. The next morning, a strange scent drifts on the wind. It's sharp and acrid. Leo stands, his nap forgotten, sniffing the air with growing alarm. This is not a familiar smell. Leo's eyes follow the scent to the horizon. A dark, ugly haze of smoke is gathering, and beneath it, a menacing red glow pulses like a malevolent heartbeat. The panic is infectious. The distant sound of hooves becomes a thunderous stampede as herds of animals flee in terror. The savanna, once peaceful, is now a scene of chaos. From his high vantage point, Pip sees the full extent of the danger. It's not just smoke. It's a wall of fire, consuming everything in its path. His playful nature vanishes, replaced by pure terror. Pip's sharp eyes scan the chaos below. He spots a baby gazelle, its leg caught fast in a thorny thicket. The herd has passed it by, and the fire is getting dangerously close. Without a second thought, Pip swings down. He pulls and bites at the thorny branches, but they are too thick and sharp. He chatters in desperation, his small hands getting scratched and bloody. Leo sees the blocked escape route and the terrified animals. He leaps onto a rock and lets out a deafening roar, not of anger, but of command. The stampede slows as animals turn toward their king. The main plains, their usual path to the river, are now an impassable inferno. The heat is intense, and the air is thick with smoke and ash. They are trapped. Leo's mind races. He scans the landscape, his gaze falling upon a narrow, winding canyona dangerous path, but perhaps their only hope. Seeing Leo trying to lead the animals away, Pip swings back from the thicket. He lands before the king, chattering and pointing wildly, his eyes wide with fear for the trapped gazelle. Leo looks down at the frantic monkey. For the first time, he sees past the annoying jester, and sees a brave creature trying to save another. He follows Pip's pointing finger and understands. With a determined roar, Leo charges toward the trapped gazelle. He doesn't hesitate, plowing into the thorny bush with his muscular shoulders, tearing the branches apart with his claws and teeth until the calf is free. The baby gazelle limps to its mother, who frantically licks its wounds before they both dash off to rejoin the fleeing herd, saved from the flames. Leo successfully leads the animals into the canyon, but their path is blocked again. A deep chasm, too wide to jump for most, cuts through the rock. Despair begins to set in. While the others stare down, Pip looks up. He sees the thick, strong liana vines hanging from the ancient trees that line the canyon walls. A brilliant, mischievous idea sparks in his mind. Pip chatters to his fellow monkeys. In a display of incredible coordination, they swing across the chasm, grab the end of a massive vine, and swing back, pulling it taut to create a shaky but functional bridge for the others to cross. Leo stands at the edge, his calm, authoritative roars encouraging the smaller, terrified animals. One by one, they tentatively step onto the vine, making their way to safety. The vine bridge cannot hold a creature of Leo's size. He backs up, takes a powerful running start, and launches himself across the chasm in a breathtaking leap, landing with a solid thud on the other side. The last animal makes it across. They are all safe. They turn and look back at the horizon, where the smoke still billows. Their home is gone, but they are alive, together. A new dawn breaks, painting the sky with colors of hope. Leo sits on a new stone perch, the undisputed king. Pip swings down and, this time, sits quietly beside him. Leo looks at the small monkey, no longer with annoyance, but with respect. He lets out a soft, rumbling purr. Pip smiles, and together, the king and the jester watch their new day begin. Good night, and have a sweet dream.